Hey everybody, we're back. Today's Wednesday, that means it's New Comic Book Day, and tonight we're going to review 3 comics, although we bought probably 10. It would have been 4 reviews, but We Stand on Guard number 2 did not make it to our comic book shop because Diamond screwed up, and apparently they screwed up really bad this week, at least according to people who work at our comic book shop. Like half the country didn't get their Valiant comics this week. A lot of people didn't get their We Stand on Guard comics, so we were going to review that. That'll have to come later. Hopefully we'll get it tomorrow. So, what are we going to review? First, we're going to review Mad Max Fury Road Max Part 2. And this was absolutely amazing. If you haven't read it and you want to avoid any spoilers, you're going to want to skip. I'm loving the Mad Max comics. The art is amazing. The stories are fantastic. There's nothing to not like about it, I think.
Yeah, and the stories are, like, even in the comic, you can get a sense of Max, and it feels like Max. Yeah. Like, very little dialogue for him, and it's direct and to the point. And it feels like Max, which is good.
The one thing I could nitpick a little bit is it can get a little confusing as to whether the stories take place before or after Fury Road, at least as far as Max is concerned, because the narration, the storyteller, it's clearly after Fury Road, but it seems like Max's story is a prequel, but it just gets a little muddled in the telling. But this story was absolutely amazing. Max is on his way to save a little girl named Glory. He's basically doing a solid for the woman who we met at the end of the last issue. And just her whole scenario, it reminded me of Aliens with Newt.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it did, because, well, except, she was captured by these buzzards, and she gets away and hides. And yeah, it's like she travels in the ducks and she knows like all these secret passageways. It was totally like New in Aliens, yeah.
It's which I really, really enjoyed. I love it when things, pay an homage to other things. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah.
And I really loved this comic. And the end of this comic, again, here, big spoiler right here. The end of this comic directly parallels the very first Mad Max film. So it was, oh my god, it was just, there's so much to fanboy out about in this comic. If you haven't read it and you watched the review, seriously, go ahead and go out and pick it up. It's absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Alright, next up, Red Sonja Conan #1. This is part of a 5-part series I think I saw on Comic Book List. And this was really good too. And the art, oh my gosh, the art blew me away in this.
This was absolutely amazing. My only complaint is that, Red Sonja really needs a outfit that makes some sense, and I was kind of hoping, since they were redoing the series, that they would maybe put some consideration into functionality with her outfit, but they totally didn't. She basically has the same outfit, and it's zero functionality.
Its comfort level is probably fairly comfortable because there's not much there. It's basically a steel bikini, which I imagine there's probably a little bit of chafing that goes along with it. But as far as, armor goes, she's not protected at all.
No, she has shoulder armor. And her boobs are protected, and her crotch. That's about it. Maybe she is so good, she doesn't need any other protection.
Yeah,
I'm just going to go with that.
It couldn't possibly be to appeal, the adolescent boys out there. But it was a great comic.
Yeah, it was really good.
And Sonja's character, she's just so full of herself, but then she backs it up. And the same thing with Conan. They're basically the same character, just opposite genders.
Yes.
And it was really, really good. And basically what's going on is the kingdom of Kush is under siege, kind of, or they're going to be, and they have an army, but it's not that great of an army. And so Conan and Red Sonja, they decide to team up and become generals, and for pay, obviously, because they're mercenaries, and to basically lead this army against this hedge mage who has discovered some beans, or who has stolen some beans rather, and is using them to become super duper overpowered. But he made a big mistake. He sent some people after Sonja and Conan, and of course they failed, and now they're mad.
And so they are coming after them now.
Yeah. So I love the last page. The last page is one full panel, and it's basically I gotta read it. This is fantastic. Let me find it now. Holy shit! Lots of ads. Here we go. The wrath of the mighty Conan is the stuff of stories, as is the ire of the fire-haired red Sonja. Imagine the storm of fury when two such legends are roused to anger. They ride to war, O prince, to beautiful slaughter, to glory. I'm like, oh man, that is such like the little epilogue at the end of a Conan movie or something. It's great. High fantasy, high adventure at its very best in this comic. And lastly, Groot number 3, and I'm absolutely loving Groot still.
Groot is so happy-go-lucky and silly, and it's just fantastic.
Yeah. So at the end of the last comic, he bumped into Silver Surfer, and he's kind of, using Silver Surfer and Silver Surfer's friend Dawn to help him find Rocket. And so they're zipping all around the galaxy. Let's look over here, let's look over here, let's look over here. And they stumble upon some trouble.
And there's this planet, and there's a solar storm that's heading right to it, so they decide to save the planet. And it's actually a trap by some,
electrical
electrical entity, and he decides to eat Silver Surfer, and Groot saves the day, which is awesome.
Yeah. They use, a cable, and Groot grounds it. And I don't know electrician-y stuff at all. I am totally the least handy person you could possibly imagine. So I imagine scientifically it works. Technologically it probably works. But
if not, it's a giant talking tree and a electric entity, so whatever.
But it was super fun, and just Groot is still on his way to find Rocket. But just at the same time, Groot is very sad because he's misplaced his best friend. But at the same time, it's a very happy, fun comic.
Yeah, to give a sense of the fun. Hopefully, you've already read this, but during the battle, it's a battle with this electric entity that should be serious, and instead we have these comedic things where Dawn can't breathe now because Silver Surfer's no longer providing her with air, so Groot sprouts a whole bunch of plants to oxygenize the air around her face.
Yeah.
Stuff like that occurs.
And she's like, oh yeah, you're a tree.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're a tree, you can do that. Stuff like that happens, and it just kind of breaks up the seriousness, and it's great. It works.
There's a duality going on in this comic. For being such a silly, happy comic, the fact that it's managing this duality is actually really impressive and really smart. Alright, and that's it for our comic review this week. If you guys want to see more reviews, we did buy a bunch more comics, so let us know in the comments if you want to see us review anything else this week. If not, do keep an eye out for We Stand on Guard, because we might do that, maybe not tomorrow night, maybe Friday night.
Yeah, maybe Friday.
So, if you guys want to see that, let us know in the comments, and we will definitely do it. And we are coming to the close of our 250 subscriber giveaway. As of the filming of this review, we are at 248 subscribers. So 2 more to go, and we will announce the winner. Now, the way you become eligible is you have to be a subscriber, and you have to share a video, share any one of our videos, it doesn't matter which one. And what are the prizes? Well, you'll get to choose one of these 3 comics. These are each Walking Dead #1 variant covers from Wizard World. They are Wizard World exclusives, so really, really cool. And also you will get this autographed picture of Boba Fett himself, Jeremy Bulloch. So super duper cool. I hope you guys are excited for it. We are 2 more subscribers, and we will announce the winner. Just subscribe and share, and you will be eligible. So,
thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.